Welcome to Drawdownking Radio. Appreciate you joining us here tonight today on this episode, giving us a chance to win you over with things like markets, analysis, options, health, wellness, psychology, nutrition, technology, different things that can change your life and provide countless opportunities for you and your family and give you the ability to work from home or work on the go. Drawdownking Radio is here to make a difference in your life. Thank you for making a difference in mine, and don't forget to buy me a case of cold brew. What is going on, everybody? Drawdownking, September the 2nd today. 7:08 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do a little short walk here. Nothing too crazy, just to get the blood pumping and get some caffeine out of our system. We had a little too many chocolates. We've upgraded, or we will be upgrading all episodes soon to have music, and eventually we'll go back in and copy some things and do intros and lead-ins and lead-outs and all of that fun, jazzy stuff. So, as usual, we do have noise in the background. This will be more prominent when the episodes first come out, but we will remedy that in the future. See if we can still take pictures or not and leave this recording at the same time. So far it did. Sometimes it's not done so. So we're going to be doing some more podcasts on the road here. Be cleaning them up, making them sound better. I'll be doing a intro and outro file. And then we'll go and then cut maybe out the middle, so we'll have some kind of things. We'll just do some silly voices or something, have a little music, do some silly voice recordings and pop them in there. I'll probably just do some rough ones tonight, like 10, 15 seconds each. We'll throw in some music on them. And then we'll just chop them up and then put that audio enhancements on everything, and it'll be cool. Just got to pick which theme song. Each segment will have a different song. The intro will have one, the outro, and then the medium. So we're just going to do three. So we're going to have intro, outro, medium. We're going to overly enunciate and just overdo it a little bit on the dramatization. Might have a comedy. Maybe we'll have some clips. Some little short clips. We can do some voices or something. Sound a little funny. Got a little funny sounding voice. Your voice sounds funny, by God. Stuff like that. I've got some old clips eventually, once I locate them. We will reutilize them, and maybe we'll come up with some new clips as well. Took this from sort of a dry, staticky type of thing to something that's a little more exciting. But we'll see. When I'm talking, I'm trying to leave some open space for music and things to be able to fill in here. And then we'll most likely just try to compensate for having audio versus not when it's recording here. Got to be mindful of fluctuations in the sounds and things, so got to keep that sort of blended when you're talking, and you must always keep in mind you're going to be adding stuff to it. So I'm not new to this stuff, like the audio editing and things. You know, I've messed with audio recording, guitars, digital drums, bass, all those interfaces and microphones, and went through a lot of equipment. I mean, I enjoy just talking over pre-done music. Just sort of, it's much easier. You just lay it in there and put in your filters and zoom. So to me, that's where I'm finding a lot of fun at right now, and entertainment value is just the fact of just taking that. It's better. I mean, just like there's a lot of musicians out there, you know, they're strumming on a guitar or playing something and it doesn't sound that good and it's just sort of scrappy and scrunchy. Why not just have it pre-recorded? If it's just guitar, go out there with a pre-recorded guitar track. I would rather hear somebody sing over pre-recorded tracks than to not. I mean, unless you got like the Uber equipment, you're very well versed, you have some really nice mixing and sounding stuff, I think that's great to be able to do it. But if you don't, I think it's just easier and sounds better. That's not arguably, that's factual. It sounds better. And the kind of audio that you get on that is just really better for everything. Whether you want to have a recording of it, here's a recording. You know, all you're doing is layering your voice. You may be a little under or a little over, but you could filter that or edit it or just do a quick cleanup or whatever the case or what have you. So this is going to be the first maiden episode. I've got another one I'm getting ready to rework. The last episode will probably go backwards. Probably go from the newest and then back like 10 or 15 episodes. But the key is to get it up here, and if it's hosted somewhere else, well, it's still hosted here, so I should be able to download that file and things. Hopefully, I don't think I did anything with too loud of music. I think it's going to work easy and quick and simplex. Just going in, replacing that audio file. So you've got that audio file, you know, embedded there, and you can just go in and replace it and drop a new one in, replace the old one. Thought I'd have to republish and get everything way out of whack and order, but it appears that we can just go in and edit and pull that out and drop another one in. So for everybody joining me here, I don't always introduce. This is DDK here. And we're going to be talking a lot about health, nutrition, thoughts on wellness, thoughts on trading, trouble, psychology, these types of things. Not really going to talk, technology, what's cool in the prop trading world, what's cool in the prop trading space, what's unusual options activity and scanning and charting and fun. No recommendation to take these trades, just for entertainment purposes only. Instead of watching a movie, or instead of going out to waste a lot of money buying beer and pizza or whatever the case, you can just, check some charts out and play some paper trades on your account if you want. Fake trades, anything beyond that's on you. But do your research and see if there's not some value here, especially in these levels that we've got on the E-mini S&P futures. And this is the grand relaunch. You got a final relaunch, so I guess this is the soft launch right now. Relaunch, we have the website drawdownking.com. Got some links on there for you. Buy me a coffee, case of cold brew. And this is coffee. I'm not a beer guy, but if you want to think that it's beer, then that's fine too. But you can enter up to 1, 3, 5. Should have the link here on the podcast. If you want to buy me a coffee, it's Drawdownking. You can search that up. We got the link there as well on both the YouTube and here. Trying to talk a little cleaner and nicer now that I know I've got some actionable things that we can work up to get these episodes upgraded. And we're going to take this new file here, and we're going to work it up from the get-go. So that'll be cool. Be nice to see different things. Testing out some new audio software. We'll go more in depth with that later. It's going to be some cool stuff, but we're going to bring that up on an entire episode. We're going to be talking about this. We're also going to do a totally separate. It's not going to be simulcast or anything of that nature. We're going to do a separate video screen share. We'll look through that. We'll set up a demo project. Show you how to import some audio files. How to put some filters on there. How to drag and drop your audio files in there. How to cut, paste some audio. These types of things. But we got to look a little more into that. And there's actually an entire set of hardware that you can link with this, cloud-based access. Just really cool, I think, if you're into podcasting, remote recording. You want to do some remote options and be able to have microphones, wireless connectivity, access to everything on the go right there. And set it up, you can get the spatial audio. And from what I see of it so far, I know I definitely need to get one of these things. I haven't really studied the hardware. We'll look over that tonight. I'm going to actually contact them and see if there's some partnerships or things that they do and they have access for this, so that we can work on these things together and show you what it's in for. I assume you could do this. You should be able to link this up with several different options, whether you're podcasting and you want some spatial audio, we'll just have to see where that goes, but it's pretty exciting. I also found some other software. Actually, that's the one I found. And then a broker that I found as well. We're going to see what happens with that. It looks pretty exciting. It's mildly exciting. But we're going to have some broker deals coming out for stocks and options very, very soon. Any account we look at, we'll have an account with, and we'll be able to open that software up and do run-throughs, walkthroughs. I'll do audio episodes about it, separate from the videos. So each and every time I do a review or anything, I'll do an audio version. It could be more of a condensed, well, actually it will be more condensed, because I'm just going to be talking about it overall and the aspects of how this technology or this broker and for instance software link, access to mobile apps, access to desktop apps, access to APIs and third-party applications, how that's going to possibly benefit you, and why you would want to at least set up an account, get it funded, run through some schematics, take some trades, make some notes, see what features work, see what access and options that you have available to you. So we're going to be bringing that up very, very soon. If you're looking to get into futures or have heard about stocks and options and aren't aware what futures are, it's just a highly leveraged contract that can be traded for low requirements, low capital, very low day trade capital requirements. And there's actually prop brokers, prop firms, so they call them proprietary. It's basically you get to access additional buying power after you pass a challenge to potentially make money and withdraw capital for very, very low upfront cost. Usually with things like splits of 90 to 100, so they get, 80 to 100 depends up to a certain period of time. But it will be interesting to see how some of these things shape up, what kind of technology we're going to be talking about. We're going to take it from not crazy advanced, but more than intermediate, down to the very basic. I've never traded again. I don't know anything about this. And why that you would also want to look at E-mini S&P futures is either your first trading instrument when you're getting into futures with variables such as micros and minis, different kinds of strategies and ideas to take major levels that are repeating, that have great returns once you get a flow for that day's orders and see how those things are going to work for you. It's going to be very interesting to have an idea of getting started, whether for entertainment purposes or if you want to pursue beyond that. Can add additional income, large income, small income, supplemental income. And you practice in paper trades, so just take simulated trades there on that. And you'll be able to see exactly how that may benefit you or what kind of things, or you may want to get some other instruments, Russell, NASDAQ, crude oil, gold, silver, copper, natural gas, corn, some of these other things, and see exactly how that would pan out for you. So we're going to be looking at a lot of different stuff. We'll also be looking at technology, what's cool, what's the latest thing, who are making advances, who hasn't done much in a while, what kind of mobile technology, mobile operating systems, and things like this. So it's going to be very exciting talking about these things and realizing potential for utilizing this for entertainment or beyond. Be interesting looking at different technologies, technology changes, talk about some of the companies and what they have done, what kind of applications work with this, that, connections, things like rhythmic, CQG, any other specific data feeds, DX feed, and these types of things. I want to look at exactly how that would integrate, what kind of things would happen, who's on the cutting edge, where some of the best software is coming from, what kind of thoughts and ideas are going to be shared, and exactly where these things are going to be leading us in the future, and what kind of things that we should be looking out for currently. So we should currently be looking at for different things, and it's going to be nice to be able to have those options and capabilities and be able to see exactly what's going to be going on. So most likely I'm going to record this as a 1 segment. I may do a 2 segment. We've got the new website up. We have got all the social media links there. You can send me an audio message. You can send an email there as well. You can look and try to find out more information to answer. Maybe eventually they'll have some kind of AI where if I reference in a certain episode, certain topic or things, I have a transcript and it can reference that transcript and then say, hey, in this episode, this many instances of this topic are being talked about. It'd be cool to be able to have, a little feature for songs and what it is, but I'm not sure that they'll get prompts on who's this song, that song. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of music. It's, they say, background music. What we want, that's what the people need, that's where we're going. But we're going to get those 3 segments chopped up again, saying, and that was a very short walk. We've already exited that area. We're back on the road here. It's going to be interesting to see how that we are going to utilize this to push growth and revenue. But I am most interested in being able to provide some information and partnerships and be able to excel and grow further and be able to move beyond a certain goal. So it's going to be very cool, though, to be able to push forward and to be able to see things in different light. Once we explore, we're going to go into those ES levels, again, the ones that repeat, and explain those in detail. We're going to be looking at that. We got some descriptions there on Buy Me Coffee. You got some descriptions listed on there. 4 different things from ES, from weekly and monthly looks and views, and random posts, daily, weekend updates on options and scans to daily updates on 2 to 5 scans per day. So there's a few different things. You may not want everything. There's not going to be trials. The trial is already out there. The trial is what is out there right now. So you check it out. You see if it benefits you and want to learn more. That's where you can go and buymeacoffee.com/, I believe it's / Drawdownking. You might have to exit this and get to a secondary episode here very shortly. What time are we at? We're about 7:30 in here. So I think we're doing fine right now. Able to process here forward, and we're going to see if we can more closely align with some things going on out there. Got definitely a push and a focus on revenues and things that we may be able to look at in further detail and see exactly what's going to be going on there at that time. So, stop by a quick store, got a few quick trips. Gonna come back with the episode 2. We're gonna do this all in one episode though. We're gonna be multi-legs into single legs. Back to talk more about these different technologies and things, some random thoughts, some connectability options there on the ES from different colored areas and zones. Been calling those out recently, and we'll conclude that, which is not going to be a tremendous additional amount of time. Hopefully we'll have this edited and ready to go by this evening for you. And we're going to stick with this format for now. I've got some other episodes I previously have music on. I don't know if I can layer this over top of them or not. So we've been testing a few different things and just how it is. And we're going to be able to see exactly what more we may be able to do here very shortly. Be able to process that. So without further ado, we are going to get ready to cut this segment. We'll come in with another segment here shortly. Okay, I see what I did there. That's cool. We're right where we need to go. Perfect parking spot, by the way. Be back with the next segment here shortly. Drawdownking. Hopefully we can keep recording. We got a message saying our phone is full again. We just had it down 3 or 4 gigs. We may have to look to see if we need to take some of these applications off and things of this nature. Got some bad drivers out again today as normal. A lot of people out and about just in your way in grocery stores and things. They're just mid-line walking straight down the middle. You could walk to the left or the right. Clear out some way. But they're just insisting on walking straight down the middle. No consideration for anybody else. Just moving around, walking out in the middle, taking a left, taking a right, doing U-turns down the middle. At these places, their cart and 2 or 3 people, and it's just getting a little ridiculous. People just aren't quite aware of where they're at or what they're doing, it seems like. And it seems like the diet has a lot to do with that. And we're trying to make some progressive changes in at least a few people, a handful of people's eating and nutrition considerations. Should always check that recommended daily allowance, the RDA, on sodiums and potassiums and carbs and fats and all this. And see exactly what may impact you and your eating habits and styles, and how you can supercharge your energy and your productivity levels and reduce things like aches, pains, swelling, brain fog, fatigue, depression, insomnia. You name it, we're going to be looking at different things that could benefit you, whether it's a simple supplement or a dieting and dietary change, taking things out of your diet, such as meats or dairies or wheat, gluten, and replace them with other wholesome foods. Could include cheeses and breads and pizzas and burgers and fries and chicken nuggets and chicken wings and all that stuff, and deep fried egg rolls and Chinese food restaurants and McDonald's and Wendy's and all these fast food options. We're looking to stop messing with any of that stuff until they're able to provide ultra-light considerations with minimal to no artificial ingredients, minimal reduced salts and sugars and oils, and wheat-free options as well. So we'll be looking at some of these things and considerations moving forward, and we're going to be incorporating that in our daily topics and discussions. So if you get offended easily about someone says try this, or maybe you may want to read up on this, maybe you might want to check your food labels and see. You may want to consult your doctor. You may want to consult the recommended daily allowance. You may want to make reductions in additives and preservatives, foods that have too many of them and too highly processed, and go with wholesome, pure grain foods, and have a little bit better solutions and objectives for progressing in your journey here on earth, and your health, your wellness, and your longevity and your productivity. So we'll be taking a look and sample of all those types of topics and categories, and we'll be moving forward with some more information, data. We may make references to certain articles. Maybe those articles could go into the actual podcast. I'm not sure if that's it, or we just add it to the information panel, or whatever they have. We'll have a study, we'll look at it, we'll do the intro, we'll read through a few of the various areas, and then also reference the conclusions to see if they found anything or possible links. And then we'll be doing that with quite a few different things. So whether you're interested in that or not, it's going to be an ongoing topic and an ongoing series for discussions. The only people that don't like to discuss eating better and eating healthier are those who are addicted to poor food choices and are unwilling to face facts or to give other options a try to see if their favorite things, although it's their favorite things for their taste buds, it's not their favorite things and best things for their body, for their mind, for their personality, for their progression, for their intuition, for their long-term and short-term memories, and things of that nature. So hopefully this episode comes through very clear. We're back past the place where we took the walk earlier on the first part of the episode. And we're going to get this one up and running tonight. So hopefully this one, I don't believe, is going to be too long. We'll go back and edit the last one up as well. And we'll have some lead-ins and lead-outs. Whether we get those in tonight or another night is a topic for discussion. But we can toggle, hopefully toggling audio files around and back and forth doesn't degrade the sound characteristics. Hopefully it keeps it at the same type level, but we are looking at a lot of different things, and it's going to be a lot of information. And we started off a little brief drives and these types of things. Now we're going to get into more complex conversations, softwares, solutions, thoughts on nutrition and health, and living daily lives, being productive and progressive and innovative in thought, style, and mannerisms. So if something happens, you're not quite happy with it, make some changes, make some nice changes, and move forward and progress. So out of here, this is Drawdownking. Thank you for listening to Drawdownking Radio today. Go ahead and email me or follow me on one of the social media platforms. Message me there. You can also click on the button on the website at drawdownking.com to send a direct message as well. It's been my pleasure to help inform and possibly educate or provide some more light on a few things or just general discussions or topics that we cover here. Thank you for supporting me and buying me multiple cases of coffee, cold brew, and joining some of the different options I have there for the ES and the options activity. Let's have a lot of links will be going your way soon for various items to make money, and whether that's through offers or whether that's through trading, and ways for you to save money. Have a great day, evening, weekend, whatever time you're in now here. It's been a pleasure from Team Drawdownking.